Hello, this is a webinar for the School Site Council training of officers, parents, and members. I'm Dr. Sarkissian. I'm the coordinator 2 for Title I for Capistrano Unified School District. We're excited to share this vital information that will empower you to serve effectively on your school site council. Our objective is to help you understand the roles and responsibilities of the school site council, especially as they relate to the School Plan for Student Achievement, also known as the SIPSA, and the use of Title I funds. Your leadership matters, and this training will help you make a meaningful impact. School Site Council is a team of representatives, parents, teachers, staff, and in our secondary schools, students who are selected by their peers. The principal is always a member of the School Site Council. This council is a vital voice in shaping school plans and ensuring equity and accountability. School Site Council is a decision-making body required for all Title I schools. It's responsible for ensuring federal family engagement mandates are met, develops, reviews, and adopts the SIPSA, approves Title I expenditures, and responds to ELAC recommendations, English Language Advisory Committee. School site councils usually meet 4 to 5 times per year, usually before or after school. As a member, you'll be trained in several critical areas: legal compliance and requirements, data analysis and goal setting, Title I funding rules, use of California School Dashboard, and district policies and strategic plans, including the LCAP. This knowledge equips you to make informed, impactful decisions. When reviewing the SIPSA, reflect on: what does the SIPSA include? Which elements stand out to you as most important? Are the activities and expenditures aligned with student needs and school goals? These questions help maintain focus on what matters most: student success. The School Site Council is guided by state requirements, such as federal program monitoring, which checks whether schools are meeting compliance through visits and document reviews, district policies, and school site council bylaws. Your voice and input matter. As a school site council member, you provide a voice that focuses on closing the achievement gap for all students in your school, and you provide the voice for your representative group. Together with your fellow school site council members, you provide a voice of leadership for your school. Federal program monitoring, also known as FPM, checks whether schools are meeting compliance through visits and document reviews. Our last time our district went through an FPM was in 2021-22, and 5 schools were chosen for that audit. This year, 25-26, we will undergo another FPM review, and another 5 schools have been selected. To meet compliance, school site councils must maintain a SIPSA with clear goals and proposed expenditures, agendas, flyers, parent notifications, and meeting minutes, evaluation reports, and needs assessments. When an FPM is conducted in person, there may even be interviews with teachers, parents, school site council, and other advisory committees. These documents provide proof of transparency and alignment with educational priorities. School site councils follow the Green Act requirements. That is, that for a meeting to be official, it must establish a quorum. A quorum is 50% plus 1 of their members to make the meeting official and allow voting to happen. For example, a committee with 10 members would need a quorum of 6 for that meeting to be counted as an official meeting. Bylaws are the rule book for a club or organization. They explain how things should be done and help everyone understand their roles and responsibilities. Our school site councils also have bylaws. Although the school principal is not an elected member, they are part of the school site council, and they are a voting member of the council. They provide information and leadership. They keep the school site council documents in a secure location and on campus for 5 years. We ask that many of these documents are uploaded in our district DTS vault. The principal also facilitates, implements, and monitors the approved school plan for student achievement. The principal may not veto council decisions or change the approved plan. Officers are elected at the very first school site council meeting. We have the chairperson who presides all meetings, participates in planning of the agenda, signs all letters, reports, communication, including the SIPSA, and other duties prescribed by the committee. It is in best practice for the chairperson to not be the principal. The vice chair substitutes for the chairperson and also participates in the planning of the agenda. The secretary takes roll, establishes quorum, and rosters the meeting, keeps minutes and records, and participates in the planning of the agenda. And last but not least, the parliamentarian, who assists in ensuring all rules and bylaws are followed, also participates in planning of the agenda and is familiar with parliamentary procedures. Members may step down if their child leaves the school or if they resign. Written notice is required and a replacement should follow the same election procedures to maintain legitimacy. You are very important. Without a quorum, the school site council cannot vote or make decisions. That means students, especially those most in need, miss out on essential support. So your attendance and participation are not just valued, they are crucial. You matter. Thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your principal or myself at the following phone number or email. Thanks again.